Morning. Don't know where you are, but where I am, it's early. The world's still stretching, the coffee's hot, and the signals are already coming in. Let's take a look before the day starts making demands. This is Signal Check with Adrian North. A supply chain attack hit NPN this week, and the speed of it tells you everything about where we are now. A threat actor tracked as UNC Sigstein socially engineered a maintainer of Axios, one of the most widely used JavaScript libraries out there. They got remote access, and then they moved fast. AI didn't just help them plan the attack, it collapsed the human response window. What used to take hours or days now happens in minutes. The attacker had a narrow opening, and they took it. Remote access became the fastest path to breach, and by the time anyone noticed, malicious code was already in the pipeline. Here's what matters. Supply chain attacks aren't slowing down, they're accelerating. And the tools defenders rely on? They're built for a slower threat landscape. That gap is widening. So what if your XR headset could tell it's actually you just by picking up the vibrations in your skull? Researchers are calling it Vital ID. It's an authentication system that requires zero user effort and relies entirely on the motion sensors already built into extended reality headsets. No extra hardware, no friction, just continuous passive authentication based on how your head moves and vibrates. Sounds futuristic, and it is. But experts are pumping the brakes. Carolus Arbotiquiscus from NordPass says for now, organizations should stick with what works. On-device biometrics plus passkeys, phishing resistant by design, no shared secrets to steal, and a clear path to post-quantum crypto when platforms standardize it. Ralph Rodriguez from identity security firm Dion takes Vital ID seriously, but not as a replacement. He frames it as a continuity signal. The question isn't who logged in at the start, it's is the same trusted person still here now? As XR headsets become gateways to enterprise apps collaboration tools, financial data, that shift matters. Vital ID might not replace your authentication stack tomorrow, but the problem it's trying to solve, that's the right problem. A North Carolina man just admitted in federal court to locking thousands of Windows devices in an extortion plot against his own employer. His name's Dylan Ryan. And the plan was methodical. He scheduled tasks on the company's Windows domain controller to delete network admin accounts and change passwords for 13 domain admin accounts and 301 user accounts. The new password? That for Zen Crew! Exclamation point included. He also targeted local admin accounts, affecting over 3,000 workstations and 254 servers. Forensic investigators found that Rhina had been researching how to do this for at least a week. Searches like command line to remotely change local administrator password and clearing Windows logs. He even used a hidden virtual machine to cover his tracks. Shortly after the attack, the company's network admins discovered all other domain admin accounts were deleted, completely locking them out. Ryan was arrested in Missouri last August and released after his initial court appearance. Here's the thing, insider threats remain one of the hardest problems in security. You can patch vulnerabilities and block external attackers all day long, but when someone with legitimate access decides to burn it all down, that's a different game. The Trump administration just issued a nationwide flight restriction that, well, it criminalizes filming ICE with drones. They're calling it a temporary flight restriction, ATFR, but there's nothing temporary about the intent here. The rule prevents any private drone operator from flying within half a mile of any ICE or CBP vehicle. Not just facilities, vehicles, ground convoys, escorts, any mobile asset of DHS. In practical terms, if you fly your drone within half a mile of an ICE agent's car, you face criminal charges. They can shoot your drone down, seize it. This isn't about safety, it's about shielding law enforcement from scrutiny. Journalists, citizen reporters, anyone documenting immigration enforcement, they're now subject to criminal penalties just for operating a camera in the sky. The First Amendment protects the right to record law enforcement. And this TFR, unprecedented in scope, punishes that right without the required justifications. It's a blatant attempt to eliminate accountability. When you can't document what's happening, it's a lot easier to deny that it happened at all. And finally, OpenAI just acquired a popular tech podcast called TBPN. Details are thin, but the move signals something. OpenAI has been expanding aggressively beyond just building models. They want distribution. They want cultural presence. Podcasts are influence engines, and buying one outright is a faster path than waiting for organic coverage. It also raises questions. How much editorial independence will the show maintain? Will critical coverage of OpenAI disappear? We've seen this playbook before. Big tech companies acquiring media properties to control the narrative. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. Either way, the lines between covering the industry and being part of it just got a little blurrier. That's Signal Check for today. Close the tab, step outside. The day's waiting. We'll talk again next time.